And here we are, maybe. I was moving the microphone cord around and then I realized that it just went live. So I don't know how much of that you heard. This XLR cable is really heavy. And I didn't realize it was caught on something behind my monitor, and it was like, wasn't good. So like this is any better. Oh well, I'll deal with that later. Hey, a mate. Is it mate or mate? Kerwin Jones, how's it going? How is it going? Sound is fine. Excellent. The game audio was a little on the low side, but I think that we've got that figured out. I need to disable the preview. Can you not do that anymore? Oh, there we go. OBS had a big update, and then things changed on me. I think that this is all good, though. All right. What distro am I using? All people are already asking the good questions. That's what distro I'm using. That poo head? When are we going to kill the install? It's a good question. No request. Vineet. We got Dominic in chat. Everybody is here. So yeah, this is Pop OS. And we're going to be looking at the terminal quite a bit. Because I was actually going to do this yesterday. But I'm working, obviously, so I don't have a ton of time to sit around and screw around with games. But I thought that this would be fun to do on stream because you guys are interested in this. When are you going to schedule the stream? So, Dominic, I actually did yesterday, but I left it unlisted because I wanted to update the description and stuff. So when I was planning for this stream, I had to tell YouTube to stream to this live stream thing and not the Distro Delves one. YouTube streaming is so freaking janky, you guys have no idea. And to be fair, Twitch isn't janky, but that's because Twitch is very simple. YouTube is like overly complex. And that's why it's so difficult. So, I've got a bunch of different Proton versions here. A lot of these just... you know what? Okay, so this is the flat pack version of Steam. Look at all these errors. I've basically given up on the repo version. I haven't had good luck with it, and the flat pack version works fine once you put some work into it. So I'm running this through Flatpak, and I've got a bunch of like extensions or whatever installed. Wolfsite, Nazi, how's it going? So like Mango HUD is set up through Flatpak, and all of that should be working. So you can install and set up some Proton versions through FlatHub, and that's where the Glorious Egg Roll Proton is coming from, and that's where the community build of Proton is coming from. And Boxtron, but we're not going to use that. So, let's go ahead and start from the top. We'll start with Proton 5.13, the community build. And I think that it might have to recompile everything, I'm not sure. We can watch the terminal, find out. Getting used to your new keyboard, that's always fun. I'm having to swap between two mice because this Red Dragon mouse that I've had for a while, the optical sensor is like going bad or something, and it's just doesn't work good anymore, especially for games where there's a lot of movement. It just, like, the mouse just cuts out and it drives me completely nuts. So I've got this Corsair mouse that's super good, but the mouse buttons are going bad on that one. So I just can't win. So when I'm playing games, I use this one with a broken mouse. Or broken mouse, like the buttons are broken. Because the DPI is more important than clicks. What's Proton? Proton is the layer... Proton lets you run Windows games on Linux, basically. So we've got Mango HUD. Let me turn off the Steam in-game thing. So we've got CPU utilization, GPU utilization, and then the frame rate. Frame rate appears to be capped at 60, which is fine. We're not going to go above 60, even if it wasn't capped. And my test methodology is I'm going to play Huntress because she's fast and because I like her. And I'm going to play on the hardest difficulty, and I'm just going to run around the map and fill the map up with goons. And then go to the boss and see what the performance is like. I like that we just started and I'm already taking damage. You see that? That was really bad. Got a Ducky Mecha Mini. I'm gonna have to look that up. That sounds cool. You used to have a Red Dragon, now you have a G502. So I hope the game audio is good. When I tested this just a little bit ago, it was really quiet. I'm gonna have to kill the big guys like this, because he'll actually be able to kill me. Get a parade of enemies going here. I mean, it's solid 60, 50, I guess, but still. Oh dear. Ah! Apparently I can't fit through there. So we're in the 40s now. Proton is wine, but by Valve. That might be underselling it a little bit, I think. Now the leg's kicking in. We're in the 30s. Look at all the lizards up there. I'm gonna die. Don't kill me yet. Is this multiplayer? It is. It's really fun multiplayer. So the reason why I wanted to test Risk of Rain is notice how I'm still in like the 30 FPS range, but nobody's around me. It's because this game is keeping all of the mobs in memory and is rendering them everything real time. Like a lot of games, if something's not on the screen or it doesn't matter, it's just like stored away and it doesn't tax the system. But Risk of Rain doesn't work that way. So everything that's in the game, it's being rendered, generated, and everything as if I was there. So when we fill the map up, it really slows things down. We're in the 20s. What are we at? We're at 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. I guess let's see if we can stop these guys. This is probably as bad as it's gonna... Ooh, wow. Never mind. We just dropped below 20. Where'd you come from? This is going to be really suggestive. This is going to be really subjective testing. Because, like, this isn't like a benchmark or anything. This is just me playing and getting a feel for what feels good, what feels bad. This is my favorite type of testing, though. I love anecdotes. Oh, that hurt. I have like no power-ups or anything. I'm just totally vanilla trying to do this. There you go. Completely useless. Ouch. Those stupid things are gonna kill me. Me and my 15 health. I mean, it's doing okay, I guess. Ouch. So what was our lowest? It was like 19 or 18 or something. There we go. I was gonna say, I'm kind of waiting to just die. Alright. Let's pull up gedit. Might as well keep track of this stuff. Everything is gonna... The important number I'm looking for is the low, and we'll say that that was 18, I think. Everything should get 60 frames a second. If not, then I'll just pull the plug on it. I'd be stunned if we found one that didn't get 60 frames a second at the beginning, though. Okay, so that was 513. Now we're going to do 521, the glorious egg roll build, and you would think that that's a later version, so it should get the best frame rates, right? Charlike Mike, you enjoyed that last stream of Ghost BSD. What was your favorite part? Is the greetings, Corbin. On which distro is this game running on? Does the distro matter for gaming? It matters in terms of drivers, but in the grand scheme of things, no, not really. You tried a game called Valorant yesterday. That's a Rust, an open source Rust game similar to... An open source game written in Rust similar to Minecraft. I find it's actually more similar to... There's like a weird voxel based game. I can't remember what it's called. But it is basically like Ghosted. Who will win, Risk of Rain or Cyberpunk? Wolfsight, what distro do you run? Cube World? No, it's not Cube World. I won't be able to think of it. It's Trove! That was weird. It just popped into my head like that. Like right after I gave up trying to remember what it was. It was like, hey, here you go. Look up a game called Trove. Oh, you're on Manjaro. Oh. Guess what next week's distro is gonna be? Farron and I have already planned it. Oh, this is like the exact same map. That's weird. You don't usually get the same maps back to back, but maybe it's happened and I haven't noticed. I don't know. Xubuntu? Micro OS? I kind of think that Endeavor OS has the nicest XFCE implementation. Would you guys disagree with that? What do you think has the best XFCE implementation? The best XFCE desktop setup? Oh, going back here is probably a mistake. Manjaro has been the most reliable? Huh. I mean, honestly, this is holding up pretty well, I have to say. Oh, geez. That charged fast. It usually takes a couple seconds. I didn't even have time to jump away. I have to try that again. That was really weird. Guess we got a different level this time. I'll just go straight to the teleporter. You know what I should have done if I was good at this whole streaming thing? I should have put a label somewhere showing what build of Proton this is. Maybe we'll do this again sometime. But that would have been wise. I always come up with good ideas after the fact, and then I immediately forget them. You again? That wasn't an enemy, that was a box. Ubuntu always crashed out at the install. Pop! OS would just forget all the programs and randomly wouldn't run programs. The weird, obscure issues, I don't know. My issue with Manjaro has always been updates. They've always been updates. Everything is fine, and then you update, and then your display goes out, or your your Wi-Fi goes out, or something like that. And then when you try to post, I mean, honestly, the forums are a lot of times pretty good, but the releases, like when there's big release, there's like a forum post about it, and everybody is like, yeah, it worked perfectly. It's like, well, for me, it didn't. So, taking your chances with Manjaro. Oh, hello. The Manjaro Update Manager. I'm kind of excited to see this build. Manjaro. I hate wisps. Worst enemies. There we go. Now we're starting to see the frame rate tank. Look at all those mobs. Honestly, this is actually handling it really freaking well. Like, look at this train of mobs, and we're still above 20 frames a second. Hey, you use custom kernels like Zen or ZanMod? I do not. The only time I've used those is with distros like Draugr, or there was another one that ran a custom kernel. And I remember Draugr being just like crazy good for gaming, so maybe those kernels work. The man who mistook his Wi-Fi for a hat. Man, this Glorious Egg Roll build is starting to feel like a juggernaut. Watch, I somehow managed to kill this thing. Uh-oh. Right as I said that. Oh god, why is there a wisp here? Like a nasty one. No, you killed me last time. Oh my god. I'll be leaving now. Don't do it. What are we in? We're 5 minutes in, and still, I think that the average frame rate is better than it was with that other version. Wow, that hit me, like, head on, and I did not die from it somehow. Oh, geez, this is gonna kill me. Oh, I'm still... Okay. That fall almost killed me. It's now in quotable quotes. You use custom Proton what, like Glorious Egg Roll's custom version or something else? Oh dear. No, look at these guys. Look at this train. Oh, that's it. Dang. I'm not even sure what the lowest frame rate was, like maybe 21. What was it, 5 point something? 5.21. Honestly, this keyboard might just be the best that you've ever heard. Yeah, so okay, this is funny. Where Cynical Wywolf and Wolfsight, I get you two confused in my head when I'm thinking about the streams and who I was talking to, and you guys are right next to each other right now. So I'm really screwed. Alright, you guys want to see the broken Proton experimental? Here we go. And it's done. Does not work. So let's dig into this a little bit, and maybe you guys can tell me if you see this on your systems too, because this has happened to me on Solus, it's happened to me on Pop OS, and I haven't really tested it quite this thorough on Fedora, but I saw it happen on Fedora. It happens through the repo and through the Flatpak version. So since this is the Flatpak version, if you guys install Steam and try to use Proton Experimental, you should see this exact same error. It's just concerning that like nobody is really talking about it. It makes me wonder how many people actually use this. But so we failed to create a symlink for a socket. And this guy right here, that is the problem. Cannot connect to peer socket for the pressure valve launch. Wolfstar and Wolver. So these errors about the LD preload aren't important. They don't really have anything to do with this. Same thing with this LD Mango HUD. That's not what's causing the failure. It's because of this pressure valve BS. So that's Proton Experimental. And now when we switch to the big Proton version that was released recently, 5.13.4, we try to run this. Boom, same exact error. And this is the version of Proton that comes with Steam. The community build I got from FlatHub. So this Proton 5.13 out of the box is broken on Steam. So I was hoping that maybe somebody in chat, either now or later in the VOD, can test this or like say something about what's going on, because this is like it pressure valve. Pressure vessel, yeah, pressure vessel. That's the one. But this happens to me on two different distros, so it can't be because my setup is, because that's what I thought at first. I use a external, not an external, but I use like a volume for all of my games, and I thought that maybe that was having trouble. But I got rid of that and I installed everything locally in the same directory that Steam is installed. Nope, nothing works. It just appears to be broken on multiple distros. And like nobody's talking about it, so it's just strange. Proton, like get latest Steam, use Proton 5.13 and then try to play a non-native Linux game and see what it does. So now we're going to be testing Proton 5.0, the old version. Thank you, Wolfsight. Or wait, no, we're cynical. You use an iSCSI card for your games? Dominic, are you giving people the destroy script? I thought that was off limits. You wanted to keep that safe and private. Now you're giving it out to people. Cyberpunk. I know people are really excited about that. I like seeing people make excuses for bugs and stuff like that. They're like, oh, well, you know, people wanted it to be released and it's not ready. Well, they said it was ready. They said the game went gold. So it's not like they were pressured by the community to release it early. That's a bunch of nonsense. I don't understand. The company owes nothing to you as a gamer, as a consumer. They owe you nothing. So why are you sticking up for them when they released a shitty product? Like, what is going on? Brand loyalty is weird. Like, the company, the brand has done nothing for you. Why are you going out of your way to, like, die on a sword for them? Like, there are brands of, you know, clothing and stuff that I'm all about. But I like them because, like, I like them, you know, like, it's, you know, brand of shoes or something I'm all about. But like a game developer that releases a crappy game, like, oh no, you got to give them a break. The developers worked really hard. Yeah, but the game is still buggy. I don't care how hard the developers worked. They've released a buggy product. You know, as a consumer, it's not my job to sit there and defend them. My job is to purchase a product and then judge it accordingly. And if your reviews are like, you know, it's a buggy, you know, it's flawed, but you got to cut them some slack. They worked really hard on it. Like, then your review is nonsense. That's ridiculous. You can't give companies a pass for stuff like that. It's dumb. And that leads to a consumer culture of the consumer making excuses for bad products. Like, the company should be defending themselves for their bad product. The consumers shouldn't be. That's just dumb. Brand loyalty is tribalism. The only good thing you can say about Cyberpunk is the refund. Damn it, those stupid stone golems are the worst. Now only heroes, but you guys are misunderstanding the purpose of the heroes role. Out of the 40 people that have the heroes role, less than 10 of them care about anything EG related. So it's silly to lock it down to that role. Was Witcher 3 as buggy as Cyberpunk when it launched? Maybe, but I don't remember Witcher 3 having this much fanfare. People were excited about it, yeah, but like people were bananas about Cyberpunk. And then on Twitter and sometimes on Reddit, but mostly on Twitter, I see people like replying or quoting to to negative articles, and they're like, yeah, but you know, the developers, they worked really hard and they deserve a bonus. It's like, what? That's none of your business. Like, it doesn't matter. And plus, you don't know the conditions of the develop. As the consumer behind the mouse and keyboard playing the game, why the hell are you considering what the faceless developers did? Like, what is happening here? Why is this happening? The company's not your friend. The developers are not your friend. They produce the product, and whether it's good or bad is up to you, but subjectively, like the AI, like I've seen videos of the AI in action, is completely unacceptable. I would refund that immediately. It looks like a prototype. It does not look like a game. It looks like a prototype, which is fine. You know, like, you got to start somewhere, but releasing a game at that level, like, I don't know. Then what channel? The channel is called Blip. I created it exactly for this purpose. It can only be seen with people with the role Blip. Oh, I just realized I'm looking for the teleporter. I'm not actually sure where it is. Agreed, hence why early access is nothing more than a bug-ridden game. I think that they should have released it on early access. Like, people make fun of Steam early access, like, for example, Rust was in early access forever. I think Ark is still supposedly in early access. But, I mean, they get a pass because the developers are stating that the game is not finished. That's fair. You know, we can make fun of them for it, but at the end of the day, they're not committing to a golden product. The company that did CDPR or whatever, I have difficulties with letters, so I'm not going to try to say the company name. But, they said that the product was done. They said that it went gold, and they released it and it wasn't finished. So there's no reason why they get any pass at all for that. Where the hell's the teleporter? Don't usually have a hard time finding a teleporter on this map. Am I passing it and I'm just not seeing it? It must be above me. It must be up there somewhere. But there's no, like, how the hell do you get up there? No, Rust isn't in early access anymore. They released it. And to be fair, Rust is actually in really good shape. I care about the human side of the developer, not the company. I get annoyed about how developers are underpaid. Yeah, I get that, but I'm not going to give a company a pass because they're I mean, the company is at fault for that, right? So that's even less of a reason to give them a pass. Like, oh, the developers are underpaid. Yeah, so we should hate the company for it. You don't give the company a pass because they're underpaying their own developers. Oh my goodness, we might have to pass on this. I can't find the teleporter. Oh man, get the hell out of here. So honestly, this version of Proton's doing super good. Maybe it's way the hell over there. Or it's possible that the teleporter just didn't spawn, or it's like glitched through the world or something. Fallout games. It's kind of sad when Rust dropped Linux support. Why? Hardly anybody played it. Like, I would endeavor to say that maybe 20 people on Linux played it, myself included. So it does not surprise me even a little bit that they dropped Rust support. And the reason why they dropped, there's two reasons actually. One reason, the initial reason was because they wanted to upgrade the version of Unity, and that version of Unity, I think it was like the experimental version of Unity or something, and that wasn't supported on Linux. So that's reason number one. And then reason number two, like the kind of the killing blow, was EAC. So now it's really starting to tank. I'm going to give this map like one more try to find the teleporter, and then I'm going to bail, because I don't think it's here. I think this map is bugged. There's nowhere else for the teleport. Did I go back here? Maybe we'll end back there. I guess it could be in that little cubby, but that would be weird. You played on Linux for about 5 years ago. I have over 2,000 hours in Rust. I spent a lot of time playing that game. No, there's no way it's over here. This is just like a little thing. Okay, so it has to be in that little cubby in the way back. You could say that the Linux support oxidized. Oh man, it's really starting to tank now. Whoops, I need to go up here. Oh no, I don't have any dad jokes on tap. I think I have some written down over there I could go get. Nope, I'm gonna guess that the teleporter on this one's glitched. There's nowhere else for it to be. I've been everywhere. I swear I've seen this happen before. Isn't there a jump pad? Yeah. Oh, this one doesn't go anywhere though. Yeah, this just basically takes me back to where I was. 17. I just watched it drop to 17, so this is definitely the lowest out of all of them. Not even, like, we haven't even done the boss. I'm gonna check one last place. I said that that cubby would be the last place, but I really want to make sure that the teleporter's not here. Using a custom proton. Yeah, we used a pair of custom protons. We used a Glorious Egg Roll proton, and then we also looked at a custom build of 5.13, which removes that pressure vessel bullshit. Yeah, maybe you gotta pay some. You had clocked in. Yeah, we'll look at my rest time here in just a second. Yeah, there's nowhere else for the teleporter to be. So this one's definitely bugged. Alright, folks. You've seen it for yourself. It definitely happens. At least it happened on the first level. Imagine if it happened towards the end. It glitches out and the teleporter's just gone. Be pissed. You spend like 45 minutes getting to one of the last levels only to find that the teleporter's glitched out. Oh, somebody asked me if I played Undertale or a Star something Bound. I don't know. No, I've never played those. I've looked at Undertale. It doesn't look like anything I'd be even remotely interested in. I don't like games like that. I don't generally like games with humor at all. My taste in humor is I'm very, very picky about what I find funny. And humor in games usually is not funny to me. So we did Proton 513 Community, we did Glorious Egg Roll, Proton Experimental, and Proton 5.13 are broken. Earthbound. Oh, Stardew Valley? Yeah, Stardew Valley was fun, but it didn't really hook me. I didn't stay into it. So how many hours do I have in this? Oh, I thought I had 2,000. I only have 1,000. I doubled the number of hours I have. Dang. I know somebody that has 2,000, though. Let me see if I can find him. I'm surprised it's not showing my friends here, actually. Normally it's like, hey, these people play. Oh, I've got to sign in. I'm not signed in. Check this out. Now that's a Rust player. Almost 5,000 hours in Rust. She likes Rust. It's a good game. Oh, I haven't played this one? I haven't... With Proton 411, apparently? That's odd. Hmm. If you've ever wondered what it looks like, oh, okay. That was fast. Boy, getting set up for Proton is really quick. 5,000 hours of Rust. Undertale was hyped. I do remember some hype about it. Generally, if a game is hyped, I don't like it. That's why I avoided Risk of Rain for so long. As a project manager, I applied my skills to Stardew Valley and played it as if it was a serious business. That's kind of fun. Makes me feel like an amateur casual gamer. I mean, hey, when you get into a game... Oh wow, this is strange. I've never seen this before. Wow, what the hell? What kind of version of the map is this? Wow. I shouldn't have done that. That was a waste of a thing. Lunar coin. You had somebody screaming at you because you hadn't played Undertale? Like, that kind of stuff makes me want to play it less. I just don't understand the tribalism in gaming and stuff. Like, that would make me probably never play it. I mean, I'll probably never play it to begin with, but if somebody was, like, freaking out at me for not playing a game, that any chance of me playing the game is over. So which Proton version was this? 4.8 or so? Wow, I'm almost dead. You never played Undertale because of the fans, okay. Wow. Yeah, I thought he was talking about Unreal Tournament when I saw UT. So what's this game about? Risk of Rain? You run around and kill enemies and advance to the next level. That's it. That's what you do. I've never seen this version of the first level before. This is interesting. This is the first time I see this game. I can't figure out what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to run around and kill everything. That's it. Enemies keep spawning. You kill them. You get a little bit of gold for killing them, and then you buy items. But for me, I'm just using it to kind of tax the system. Or the Proton version, I guess. I'm not super impressed with this version. This is pretty old, though. This is Proton 4 point something. Holy mother of God. Oh, that sucked. I took damage even though I blinked. Oh boy. $29. I'm still kind of waiting for all the enemies to come back. Oh, found him. Oh dear. things got real. At least there's money. Does it actually rain in this game? No, I don't know where the name comes from. There's probably, you know, a story behind the name, but I don't know what it is. This is a gray keyboard. Is it your first mechanical keyboard? Oh, hello. Funny seeing you up here. I'll be leaving now. You guys have fun with that. To be fair, the frame rate hasn't really dropped below 20 something, you know? I'm gonna die. I was unimpressed with it at first, but like it doesn't have the highest frame rate, but it's also not low either. There, now I'm dead. It's hard to say. This is your first Ducky keyboard. Ugh. All right, well, let's just try a playthrough with this old version. Let's give it a shot. I'm gonna try this guy. I liked him when I first unlocked him, but then I played him more and then I hated him. Which OS? This is Pop OS. Look how slow he is. This is painful. Weapon's kind of cool. I feel so lethargic playing him, though. What do we got here? I don't think he has... Oh, actually, he does have a... He has, like, a bomb, doesn't he? I haven't played him in a while. There it is. I don't think I've ever really seen people play him, so I don't really watch people play this game, so I don't know. There's a lot of characters I haven't unlocked. Look how many shots it takes to put this guy down. I don't have enough. I have 24. What about the small videos like before? What about them? Yes, they exist. I'm not seeing the teleporter. Oh, there it is. How about that? Man, the game feels slow playing this guy. I'm not even seeing any crates. Come on. Seeing less? Yep. That's true. I released an open clonk video. Did you watch that one? I'm working on another one like that, actually. I have a script halfway written. That's what I was doing before this, actually. There we go. Now we're getting some money. But where are the things? Yeah, dynamic robots. Boston Dynamics, yeah. Oh my god, game, please, give me something. We're already 3 minutes in. Are those crates? Like... Dude. And this guy is so slow that like I see him. It's gonna take me 2 minutes to get over there. Oh, there's a good crate right there. Actually, you've been out of YouTube for a while. I liked that open clock video. It was fun to make. I want to make more like it. Oh, nice. Rate of fire. That's a great one. Whoa. Whoops. Keep getting my buttons confused. That's the one I needed. There we go. Of course, slow enemies on hit. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Wonder how far I'll get with this guy. I guess I'm just gonna go to the... Oh, here we go. Give me something good. Come on. Heal for percentage. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, that's the Shrine of Combat. I thought that... Well, we're doomed now. Sure. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, is that a turret? You guys have fun with that turret. I have a leech sticking out of my head. Hello, Drishel. Yo, EG's playing Risk of Rain and I'm playing multi. I'm trying. I'm using an old build of Proton. It's actually working really well. This is a really freaking weird spot for a teleporter, but okay. Get out of here, Golem. He definitely has higher DPS than Huntress. Huntress can't kill those guys that fast. Alright, here we go. Whoops, not that. This. What are you gonna do? Your only option is to die. And that's what you will do. Oh. This is a very different playstyle than Huntress. You wish you could earn yourself to download games. What do you mean? Like, you wish you could buy games? There's always the gray market. Find cheap games in there. Yeah, we're going for... We need a leash for a walk, otherwise I'll take off. Whee! X-Monad. Where did we start talking about display managers? How did that topic get brought up? We were talking about them on the Discord, but... Oh, hello. Or wait, X-Monad, that's a... Oh, we're talking about window managers, not display managers. Oh my god, how many guard beetles are you... Did you... This is crazy. What is happening here? So how does everybody feel about display managers versus window managers? Who would win in a fight? SDDM or KWin? I'll be leaving now. Who would win in a fight? KWin or SDDM? That's the question. Which do you prefer? Wayland Yutani, for sure. At least I know what to expect from them. They'll give me aliens. Those guys remind you of Spike from Clash of the Titans. KWin's a display manager, SDDM is a... KWin's a window manager, SDDM's a display manager. Okay, so who would win in a fight? The display manager or the window manager? We need answers. Will you leave my healing bot alone? Leave him alone. Get out of there. Stop that. Dude, Multi is a killing machine. He takes some items to get wound up, but once he's there, dude, he's just like mauls them. Oh, another Chronobabble? Wow. You guys are gonna be rooted at this rate. The hell out of here, wisps. Whee! You think they'd refuse to fight? They'd probably just crash. The fight would start, and then KWin would just crash, and then SDDM would be the winner by default. The display manager is the login. I mean, yeah. I prefer GDM myself. I pipe all of my applications through GDM. And that's how I get the best frame rates. Speaking of good frame rates, I'm kind of stunned at this old-ass version of Proton running so good. I'm getting out of here. I want to fight those guys right now. EG confused. Sometimes there's just so much going on. Again, been able to use KWin for years, no crashes. Well, I've had KWin lock up, I've had KWin crash on stream. So these aren't just anecdotes, like, people have seen this, it's happened live. Who is that, Stone Titan? That sucks. I'll be leaving now. There, that's what I was waiting for. Stop that. Alright, you scum. Oh, where'd my leech go? Dude, Multi is a freaking beast. I don't think I've ever even played him this far. I'm stunned at how powerful he is. He just mows over people. He's also really freaking strong. Look how much health I have. He's not going anywhere. He has terrible... He reminds me of Orisa from Overwatch. He has, like, no mobility. But he's really, really strong. And his gun is pretty weak unless you get close to people and you know where to aim. Like, I'm surrounded by people and they're not even bothering me. People. Surrounded by mobs. Is Kevin more buggy? Kaywin would close DDM with ease, then probably die. Be resurrected by Stardex. Alright. Cute 6 will be Vulcan. So, shouldn't have any issues. Is this game online or single player? It's both. You can play multiplayer. It's a really fun multiplayer. I'm just playing it single player right now. So how do we feel about Gnome? What's the chat's thoughts on Gnome? What the hell? I just got a message. Oh, why is that here? I hate those. These things suck. They do so much damage. Get out of here. Gnome itself is a resource hog. Is that true, though? I don't know how true that is. Oh, I thought that was a crowbar. Oh well, that's fine. Oh, there's the teleporter. How about that? He's just stunned the entire time. That was pretty awesome. Alright, I think it's time to bail. Dude, you like Gnome? You like the Gnome of Pop OS? Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I'm trying to figure out what people are interested in with these streams. Like, do you want to know the distro that I'm running it on? Because I was thinking about doing this thing where I would use my other hard drive to put other distros on and then play games. I've got Fedora on there, but I wanted to do this silly Proton thing first. But you know, rotating through distros, it can only last for so long until there's no more distros. That's actually what I learned from distro delves. Like, at some point all the distros are just the same. Like, you're seeing the same thing over and over again. React OS wins soon. Very soon. Get the React OS devs involved, it'd be great. It's kind of a bummer that more developers don't get involved in the live streams and stuff. I don't really, outside of availability, obviously, I don't really know why you wouldn't. Like, like an actual person is using your distro. But maybe it's a little too scary. You know, going into chat full of people and then having to, you know, talk about issues that come up might freak people out. You're trying to run Fedora for about 2 years. Every time you try, the installer crashes. What the heck? What does it do? Like, does it give you an error or anything? But when is the voice check time? Voice, you mean the sound check? The sound check is usually at about 7 a.m. my time. So that's 7 a.m. Pacific time. Alright, we gotta do this. This is a real crummy place. Oh, the magma worm? Cake! It's just gonna be all these guys that are gonna make it hard. There are so many wisps. What is going on here? We gotta get rid of the chumps first. The magma worm will probably just kind of like die. Oh, I'm almost dead. Oh, it's because I'm on fire. Holy crap, I can't get out of this. All right, we gotta leave. I've got to take care of all those things. Dude, this thing just needs to die. They're like respawning as fast as I'm killing them. I'm killing them really fast. Where is this magma worm? Oh, I hit the wrong button. I'm just getting, like, shoved around. And he's dead. Wow, that was really hard. Pantheon is really light. I'd say that that's actually a reason to use Elementary OS, is because the desktop is so lightweight. There we go. Man, that was really tough. We got another healing drone. Oh, my old one died. That might have been my old one, actually. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. That took way too long. We got, all right. Sundered Grove. Boy, I've spent a lot of time here. Oh, I'm surrounded by wisps right out of the gate. That sucks. A lot of money, though. And the teleporter's right there. That's good. Oh, dude, I don't see this working. Might just want to bail and go straight to the next one without even doing anything here. Stone Titan, where is he? Where is he? Oh, you? Oh dear. Where is this Stone Titan you speak of? Alright. Oh, he's above me. He's way the hell up there. Actually. Oh, you again? Oh, there's two of them. Wonderful. Oh my god, I can't get away. Jeez. Now where are they? Well, I'm at 99%, so there's no real sense in staying there. One's already almost dead. That's one. All right, I'm stuck in a mushroom. Okay. Well, that happened. Pop OS, you on Solus? No, I bailed on Solus because the latest update screwed my desktop up really bad and I didn't want to spend a bunch of time fixing it right after I fixed Steam, so I bailed. You're not confident enough to ask on Arch? Yeah, I don't know. If you want to use a distro like Arch or something, I think that you're just kind of hosed. You just have to deal with really shitty, toxic people if you want to ask for help. Like, there's no way around it. If you're using something like Elementary, it's got a good community. Solus has a good community. But if you're using something like Arch, then you're just gonna have to deal with nasty comments when you ask questions. It's just kind of like, that's what you get what you pay for, I guess. You're bouncing between. Oh, hi Dimmery. You're bouncing between Pop, Mint, and Ubuntu. I want to use Fedora really bad, but there's just some things about it that... Look, I have 1060. 1060 health. That's my GTX 1060 there. There are plenty of places. Like where? There are plenty of places with nice people for Arch. Where are they? So I wouldn't say Reddit is the place to go. I definitely wouldn't say the Arch forums are a place to go. I guess you could ask questions about Arch on, like, the Manjaro forums. The Manjaro forums are actually pretty good. I never jumped on a community even when I was a newbie. Yeah, you never needed to ask questions because there's threads everywhere. That's actually a really good point. And that's true. There are, like most questions that you have already been asked and hopefully answered. Get out of here, you filth. Get out. Oh god, there's two of you. Well, I'll be leaving. What do we got here? Anything good? Double jump? I was hoping for something good. Wait, is that the teleporter? It is. Okay, I guess I have to clear this out anyway. Oh, that's curtains for me. Alright. I get killed by these guys so often. Elder Lemurian. Bad aggressive community. I mean, I think that I wouldn't want to use a Linux distro that has a reputation for being a shitty community. Because I know that people are going to be like, oh, EG uses that, I'm going to use it too, and then they use it, and then they get torn up by a shitty toxic community, so... yeah, if it's got a bad community, it's not for me. Okay. I think this stream has gone on long enough. I have to say that Proton 4.11, it's an old version of Proton, but it's really good. How's Proton's performance? It's good. This old version of Proton probably gave us the best performance out of all of them. I'm kind of like baffled. I'm jumping between Elementary, Solus, OpenSUSE, Fedora, Mint, MX, Ubuntu. Wow. Lord. Well, I guess that's it, folks. It's been fun. And I will see you later. Hopefully I'll see you on Saturday, where we will be looking at Manjaro 20.2, is it? Is that the latest release? But that's what we'll be looking at. When I started with Linux, the entire community is like that. Yeah, it seems like smaller Linux distros build up their own community, and those communities are generally better than the larger communities. Don't need that. All right, folks, that's it. Thanks for sticking around.